Okay, so here's the 6200, and I've had a lot of people ask me why I have it back. See if the bitch starts. Ah, that was just plain nasty. Hey, get this tractor out of the way, and I need a skid steer. We're gonna put it in. Alright, so I think I know what's wrong with it. I was told it had a new transmission filter put in, but it wasn't. Yeah. It wasn't. It wasn't. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring it in. I have to get Tim to move his shit out of my way because he's just got shit in here. This stuff here all needs to be cleaned out. Then I'm going to put it right there. I got the asphyxiator here. I can turn that around and point heat at me if I need it. But let me get going. Alright, so I'm not really sure. I know that you can't hardly see me, so let me turn this around so you can get the brightness of my face. Not 100% sure what's wrong with that tractor. I do know this. It won't go forward, it won't go backwards, and it doesn't have any steering. So, but the pump is pumping, which is kind of strange because the pump is pumping. So I'm thinking that there's something with the sump. So I'm going to pull it in here and I'm going to get the sump cleaned out. If the sump has a bunch of crap in it, then we'll know that we got problems with the sump. Okay, so I've done a little bit of research on this thing. I don't really remember too much about it. When I tore it apart, you know, no big deal. But I'm not getting hydraulic pressure. I did do a test over here, and I get air. So it's sucking air from someplace. My thoughts are that the sump screen is plugged. But we didn't pull the sump screen, did we? So we're going to pull the sump screen. If the sump screen is plugged, that means something is coming apart somewhere, or someone has dumped something into the transmission that doesn't belong in there. Sump screen is plugged. We're going to clean it out the best we can. Recycle that oil because I do have a filtration kit. I'll recycle it, put it back in, and we'll see what happens. So I have to locate the sump screen. No big deal, I guess. I just got to figure out if I remember where in the hell it's at. So let's get together here. Okay. So me and Tim have pretty much, well, I don't know about confirmed, but we pretty much decided that it's under the charge pump where the problem lies. Now, it could be that the charge pump has a crack in it and it's sucking air. This is a spare charge pump that I have from the 7410. There is nothing wrong with this charge pump other than it's a little dirty. It's two bolts to take the pressure pump off, plus a bunch of other happy horse shit kind of style things, which are really no big deal. The tank can come off, or the reservoir off the top of the pump. I pull those off of there, pull the two bolts that are right there. They are bolts. You loosen those up in the charge pump. Tim's pulling the seat out, and then he's going to pull this piece here out, this plate right here, so we can get in there from the back side and work on it. Then we're going to take that charge pump out of there because it's I'm stammering here. The pressure pump works. What I did was, if you see right here, that oh, my glove is annoying. This right here at the tip of my finger, that's the inlet to the pressure pump. So what I did was I turned the hose upside down and put a funnel on it, and then ran oil in. You can see there's a bit of an oil mess there. and it sucked oil up into the pressure side. Then we had steering, and it made the ominous whine of the pressure pump. Then I pulled the hose off. This is the hose that goes to the. Oh, come on!
Where does this wire go?
Which one? It doesn't go anywhere special. Why? It goes to the seat.
Yeah.
It's disconnected. Anyway.
Yeah, but it's underneath there.
Underneath what?
Look.
Well, it's right here. What's the matter with it?
I need the wire disconnected.
Well, then disconnect it.
I can't. It's underneath you. It's underneath there.
Oh, that wire. Oh, I haven't seen that wire.
That's why I'm shaking it.
Yeah, hold on. Well, you can shake it till you're blue in the face. I don't know. Go ahead, pull it. So anyways, I disconnected this hose, which is the suction hose, but the charge pump here, this charge pump here, it puts a light pressure into the filter housing. Then from the filter housing it goes into here, which then pressurizes the reserve tank, which runs the pressure pump. So pressure pump, all that shit's got to come out of there, and we're going to pull the charge pump off, and we're going to see if there is a break in the charge pump, if there's a crack in the charge pump, or if there's a crack in the housing, or even a crack in the down tube that goes into the sump, which to me, I don't know how that's possible, but we're going to look. It won't take me too long to figure this thing out, get it diagnosed. If it is that big of a problem, I'm going to have a talk with the owner of the damn thing. For some reason, that is really crooked. Notice how crooked this thing is? I'm going to talk with the owner and see what he wants to do. That charge pump's over $1,000 now. That pump there, I replaced it 7410 about 10 years ago. And it cost me $800 some then, so I imagine it's well over $1,000 by now. 10 millimeter, I think, right? Yeah. So he's going to get those plates off of there, and we'll pull the charge pump, or the pressure pump, so we can get the charge pump and second, Tim. Are you serious? That's going to take the 3/8? Okay, so hold on.
I know, I'm just getting it on.
Alright, one thing I've noticed, this thing here, yeah, that should have came up. It shouldn't be down in there. Anyway, one thing I've noticed, I'm going to show you on the on my spare pump, is right here. There is a seal, or a gasket there, okay? Now, that gasket, I can't imagine that it would make any difference, but where is it here? It popped out of that one. It was popped out. So, something is not quite kosher there. There's a little bit of a rub mark. It could be what it is. We're going to pull that pump off of there, the charge pump, so go ahead and pull it. You got to get a breaker bar on there. That's all. It's just a breaker bar. I'll have to pick that out. Let me get a pick in there. Alright, so we're going to pull this charge pump out. It's like 3 or 4 bolts. 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts. 4 bolts there. I'm going to stuff a rag around the top of this thing here. And, yeah. You know, that's really weird. That's really weird. I'll bet you money that that damn thing is what caused that. That thing popped out and it got cocked in there kind of sideways. If that allows air to suck in, but I still had that O-ring there. I don't know. Let me pick that dirt out of there. Huh. So that's the suction side right there. Now why in the hell? Am I right? That should be the suction side?
Yeah, that's suction side.
That right there is the suction side. And then that squirts it from there. So why is that like that? Maybe we got a crack in it? I was thinking that it was sucking air. I mean, here's something. What is that about? But that's nothing.
That just tore off.
That's the return. But if it's, well, is it just tore off or had it been tore off? There's rust there. You see that rust?
Yeah.
If, I don't know, man. I'm gonna get a scraper on it. I might have this gasket someplace. Oh my god.
I got new razor blades if you need any.
Huh?
I got new razor blades if that one's dull.
Well, where is it? Are they?
Over on my bench.
Go get them.
Razor blades. I want the open one.
Man, I'm seeing, see this here? I think it was sucking air. Like, this thing somehow broke suction. Oh, man. Oh, look at that.
Here.
Oh, wait, look at that. There's steel there. Why is there steel in there? Did you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that, I think it's right here. I honestly think that it's right there, that it was, that it had eroded the damn gasket.
Just enough to suck
Just
air.
enough to suck air.